everyone, welcome to On the Other Hand. I'm Ariane Zurcher, and today I'm going to do a little chatting and a little stitching, a little catch up, an update. So it's been a few days since I've done a video, and I've been in a little bit of a funk. And here's the thing about getting into a funk. This is, of course, my experience. For what it's worth, I don't like to give it a lot of attention. I feel like being in a funk is kind of like a loud color that can kind of take over an entire project. So, it can be kind of bossy. That's what a funk is like. It's kind of bossy. It tells you that you've got low energy and you don't feel like doing, and everything you think of doing, you're kind of like, nah, I don't really feel like that. And the more energy I give it, the more sort of petulant it becomes. So I find that if I just do something, go to any project and just pick it up and stitch randomly on it, that helps, or it can help a little. Oh, and that's Merlin. He's in a funk. Let me get him. So, yeah, I feel like the more attention I give it, the more... there's some things that... There are definitely times when it helps to just talk about whatever is going on with someone you trust, where it's safe. They're not going to judge you. They're not going to try to fix it. They're just going to kind of be there, be a friend, witness, and say, yeah, I hear you. Been there, done that kind of thing. Sometimes that's all it takes. It's all that's needed. But other times, yeah, I think the best thing I can do is just to acknowledge that I'm feeling this way and then do stuff anyway. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a little stitching, and I'll take you along with me. An update on my husband and his feet. I know this is an ongoing concern for all of you. So he has a torn ligament, and he's resting it, and he was able to take the bandage off yesterday. And now he can do a little bit of walking about, but he needs to take it easy. And so he's getting better. Meanwhile, one of my children had to go on antibiotics for a strep, and the other one just has a nasty cold and cough. And I just keep chugging along. Don't know how that's possible. Of course, now that I've said all this, I'll probably immediately get sick. In addition, I just need to report that since our little trip, our little adventure to Zion and Bryce Canyon and Escalante, I have not had a single headache. I think I had one and I took some Advil and it went away. But I have not had a migraine. So it's been over a week now. Knocking on wood. Knocking on wood. Who knows why? My husband has this crazy idea, this theory. He used to suffer from migraines. And then we went to the Rocky Mountains in Colorado, and we were at over 9,000 feet. And he stopped getting them. and he's never had them since. He used to have them every single day. Chronic migraines, debilitating. No longer. So who knows? Maybe going up to over 9,000 feet in the canyon, in those canyons, those crazy canyons. Don't know, but I haven't had one, and I'm so grateful. All right, I'm going to turn you all around, and I'm just going to start stitching on something. Don't know what, something. I'm going to keep going with this little guy. Let's see. The last thing I did on this was a live stream, and I can't remember what I was doing, but I think I might have added these guys. I was showing how to add mirrors, and I added some buttons, and I want to add more buttons on this one. I'm going to leave these 3 blank. And then I have this lovely woman sent me a whole bunch of stuff from her shop, and I need to show you. What did I do with it? This is her shop, Nancy's Fiber Art Shop. She's in Canada, in Ontario. She doesn't really have an online shop. It's really a person, walk in, brick and mortar. Nancy's Fiber Art Shop in Beamsville, Ontario. And look at the things that she sent me. I'll put the link to her shop below as well. Mohair locks, which, look at this, I used here. And then I couched it down using a Steph Francis pearl cotton. I just couched it in places, and then I did a kind of spirally thing here, and then couched it here. Doesn't it? Someone said, oh, it looks like unicorn hair, doesn't it? It's fabulous. This is a piece of bark from Steph Francis, and this is also some silk. I don't want to call it waste. I don't remember what it's called on their website, but it's like silk ending or something that Steph Francis sent me. And this is a Dorset button ring that I've wrapped in a Steph Francis silk texture selection. It's the silk boucle. And then I took the their knitted selection that they sent me, and I did these long bullion tendrils coming out on top of some hand-dyed cheesecloth that I hand-dyed. And then over here, this is English Leicester locks. Aren't these fabulous? This is Silk Laps, Mulberry, Bombay, and Silk. And then this, which I haven't used yet, but I'm going to, is Cultivated Silk. And this is Pulled Sari Silk. Oh, and look at this, I love this one. This is Natural Gotland Sheep Locks. And more mohair in this sort of fabulous unicorn pink. And then this one, Linden Locks, which this is called Wool Naps, which I actually added down here. It's not really adhered. I have to stitch on it, but I just kind of used my needle punch and punched it in, as is the same with how I did this, the Linden Locks, which is these curly guys. But aren't the colors fabulous? I love this. So I wanted to show you how this is looking from a farther distance. So I'm going to pull the camera up so you can see. But I like how this definitely needed something over here, so I like how this is starting to come together. And yeah, so I'm going to do something over here to couch that stuff down, stitch on it. And you know, as I've said before, whenever I'm kind of at a loss, I just start doing something, and that usually pulls me out of it. So let me see, what am I going to use? This is the Steph Francis silk. So let's see. First of all, I have to pull some threads. I have tons of threads that I've pulled for my Dorset button workshop, which I just gave and has ended now. And I mean, this is kind of great. This is that, what's it called? Silk with Flames, I think. And I could couch this down using that. What else do I have? I'll put this away into I have a whole baggie filled with Dorset buttons. I need to get a bigger baggie, obviously. I'm just going to stuff him in there for now. And let's see. So yeah, I have these. I kind of want to pick up some of the, I mean, this would be fun. This is the Aurora. I love this color. Seafoam. And that could be fun. I could, you know, do something in here, just this section. I sort of want to keep the colors, I want to couch with the colors of these locks. So let's do this. Whenever I thread up a chenille, then I inevitably end up doing a wrap stitch. If I thread up a Milner's, I'll inevitably do a non-wrap stitch. It just seems to be the way it goes. Whichever needle I thread up, then I end up doing a stitch that I shouldn't be using that needle for. Or anyway, that makes it harder. So let's see. I think I'm going to do some big stitches here. I don't want to pull that too tight. I want to honor the material, and so I don't want to change it, or I love these waves, so I want to honor those waves. And okay, and then I think I'm going to skip this, and I think I'll come in here now. I just want to make sure I don't pull from the back, and kind of pull that in a little to emphasize the little wave right there. This feels a little like I'm playing with a Barbie doll's hair. I still love Barbie dolls. So I think I'm just going to do 3 here. And that'll be it. And then I'm going to change colors and do something else. So there's that. I think I could have pulled that in a little. I like the way this is kind of like a cord almost. I like that. not sure about this. I may cut that out and redo it. In the meantime, all right, so I pulled that first bit out. I'm just going to come back here and redo this because I liked how this turned out. So I'm going to mimic that again here. Just with 3, and that'll be it. And then I'm going to find some lavender, yeah, like a lavender color or a lilac color, and I'll do something. So that's good. I could do something here. All right, so I am going to do something here. Throws off a little, some stuff. So there's that. And I think I'm going to do, oh, I think I'm going to do another here, over here. Yeah, I like that. Maybe add something over there. I don't know. Just going to keep going with this idea. Okay, so I'm gonna do something here. Here. And here. Yeah, I like that. And then I think I'll do another little group here. I'm letting some of the wispy stuff go on the outside. I'm not catching it all in there. I kind of like that. I'll do one more here. There, I think that's good. I'm going to change colors and use some other colored threads to couch the rest of this. Okay, so I'm using the Spun Silk with Flames. This is Steph Francis, and I figured that's sort of close to that. It's pretty thin, but I'm just going to do the same kind of thing here. that I did on the other one. And you can see I'm not grabbing all of it. I'm just kind of grabbing some of it, and that's fine. Not really worrying about it. And so not really thinking too much about this. I'm just kind of I'm just figuring on a way to get this adhered. A little more than what I've got just from needle punching it. So this lock is kind of going under this one, and I'm just letting this kind of go over, and then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to grab this bit. You know, couching is one of those things that seems really sort of boring, but it can do some pretty cool stuff. So I feel like this part needs to be couched down. I'm definitely going to do more here and here. I want to do some here and more here, but I'm liking this. Okay, and then I'm going to do here. Okay. And I'm going to do here. I don't know if you can see, well, you can. I'm going right over my, this is seagrass, and I'm going right over it. I'm just, you know, I'm just thinking of it as part of the fabric. I'm not worrying about it at all. Okay, and then I'm going to just couch it one more time right at the end. Yeah, I think I might couch it here too. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to end this. And I think I need, let's see, I want to get this color, and I think kind of that. This is also the Spun Silk with Flames. It's number 21. And I'm going to go ahead and couch this bit down here. So there's that. And then I'm going to get this part. There. think I'm just going to do something right here. There, like that. Okay. May come in with some other threads and do something else. I don't know. I'm going to sit with it for a while, see what I think. So I want to get this down. Okay, there's that. And I'm going to go and tack that down as well. So here we've got this. And I think I want to tack down just this little wispy bit right there. Okay, and then I want to go back over here and do this part. And then I think I'm going to go with my needle punch and just try to adhere some of it a bit more. I don't know. I'll see. Okay. And I want to get this in here. And I want to get in here. So I'm just sort of trying to figure out how to couch this in areas where it's not going to take away from the natural flow of this, you know, the curls. So maybe I couch this part because it's kind of a wispy little thing. There we go. And I'll couch this part. Okay, so that's that. All right, so I'm going to come in here now with something and adhere this. And I need to get a color that's going to blend in nicely with this. And I want it to be a thinner thread because it's a smaller bit. So I think an 8 weight is what I'm thinking. And that works. It's a pearl. I could also do this one. It's even thinner, but for now I'm just going to do this and see what happens. Let's see, I think I'm going to do a Milner's just to have the ability to do a wrap if I feel like it. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do here, but maybe I'll do some French knots. Just a few little ones, like little clusters of them. And I'm just doing 2 wraps, so they're not huge. I went into the back. Every now and then I go right into the knot, and so that makes it hard then to pull. Okay, so I've got a little cluster there, and I'll do a little cluster here. Or 1. I did try to needle punch these down, but they didn't really take, so you can see they're just kind of floating on top here. That's okay. I may come in with a, I've got a House of Embroidery, pearl cotton in an 8 weight that I might come in because I think the color is almost exactly like this. So I might look for that in a second. I kind of want to just get this down while I have thread on the needle. I don't know what happened there, kind of bunched it all up. It's been very hot here in New York City, so the air conditioning has been going on a lot. Even though I've got the thermostat set at 77, it's still coming on. It just tells you what it would be like without air conditioning. It would be in the 80s. Okay, so there's that. And just gonna cut that off. Take a look. Okay. So at this point, I need to put it back up on my design wall and take a look at it from afar and then sort of reevaluate and decide where I'm going to go with it. I know I want to do something else in here, just to adhere this if nothing else, but I'm not sure what else, if anything. And I had this thought of adding another piece of linen that I got from my friend Pat Polly, who designed, hand dyed a piece, and it would be great to add some on. But then I feel like I need to add down here as well, and I don't know. I mean, I want to go bigger, but I'm not sure I want to go bigger with this piece, so we'll see. So yeah, I'm going to put it up on the wall, and I'll take a look and see what I think, and then I'll go from there. I hope this was fun, and thanks so much for watching. And let's just keep stitching together.